I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by the Fit and Free show, where I keep myself accountable, let go of some stress, and invite you to join me if you feel like it, to whatever degree you feel like it. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of stretching the neck and shoulders, since that's what I got the camera set up for, and that's what I feel like doing. I tend to gather a lot of tension and stress in through here, so almost daily for me, it's a good idea to spend at least a few minutes checking in with that, just letting it go. Start with a little smoothing, just checking in with the neck, reminding the body that I care. Give you permission to sigh. I'm going to take a breath or so and just bring my attention into my sits bones, up through my spine, up into the sky, align myself through my spine, check in with the ears, shoulders, hips. I got my legs folded up here in front of me. I'm sitting on my cushion, so I encourage you to get comfortable. Like the idea is sometimes it's helpful to practice the self-discipline of remaining in a somewhat uncomfortable position. I do appreciate and understand the value in that. But also, when giving yourself just a quick 3 to 12 minute check-in, it's not a bad idea to get comfortable. Allow yourself to be comfortable, and then from there get uncomfortable. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. Anyhow, back to my sits bones. I'm rooting myself into the center of the earth mentally, in the center of the sky. I'm going to take a couple of breaths and just practice filling the diaphragm. I'm a little in a weird place camera-wise, so I'm going to use my hands to demonstrate that I'm going to, rather than lifting up in the shoulders, as I and we often do, I'm going to instead be pushing out the belly, and so it helps for me to pooch out the belly deliberately sometimes, and that allows the diaphragm, it's that big muscle right here under the lungs, to drop down a little bit and allow the lungs to fill up with air. And then I'm going to be squeezing as if I were squeezing a ball by pushing that diaphragm back up into the lungs. So I'm going to try to be keeping the shoulders relaxed and bringing my attention into the belly right under here and into the diaphragm. I will maybe use my hands to help demonstrate, and perhaps I can move back just a little bit more. So probably going to start off just without overthinking the speed, and then settle into a nice slowing rhythm. Let's see. Let's shake that out a little bit. 1 to 2 minutes of that kind of focused breathing, and there are many infinite variations. Probably there are different effects to different types of breathing, but a good starting point is just to start bringing your awareness, your attention to your breathing. And it's not just a good starting point, it's a good continuing point. It's a tool that I keep with me for anytime I'm feeling like I'm spilling over that threshold of overwhelm, as I call it, or spiraling into the pit of despair is another thing that can happen. And we don't always think of the tools when those things are happening. And when we do, it's sometimes challenging to utilize even the most simple of tools. So bringing awareness to the breath is a great tool for those times because it is so simple and it's just the one thing to remember. Like bring your, just remember your breathing and then slowly bring your attention more and more to your breathing. You may find just noticing how you're breathing is a good place to start. Just think to yourself like breath or breathing. If you're feeling overwhelmed, that's a tip that can help. Nice deep breath can help along with a shoulder shrug. Let's get to some neck stretches, which is what was my intention originally. I'm going to bring chin toward chest just for a nice gentle stretch in the back, and then lifting chin, get a nice stretch through the front of the neck. I'm going to repeat that again, stretching through the back of the neck by tucking the chin toward the chest, just gently. I'm not stretching or forcing anything, rather. Just a nice gentle stretch, and then still keeping those shoulders relaxed if possible. Lifting the chin. How about one more time? Chin toward chest. And this time I'm going to roll chin toward the right, and back to center, and over to the left. Smoothing that out and kind of increasing that arc like a pendulum. Still relaxing the shoulders and just swinging the head from side to side with the chin down, getting a nice stretch through the back of the shoulders. Increasing that a little and bringing it kind of like a swing all the way up to add a little bit of ear towards shoulder. And swinging the chin and then ear towards shoulder. And then I'm going to increase that even more after I get to the ear towards shoulder, and arcing the chin across the sky now to ear to the other side, making that whole circle. Let's pause on that side and go the other way. My neck is feeling good. Relatively good today. Hardly any hitches in the giddy up comparatively. It's nice to say and feel. Going around that way, and then I'm going to pause again on this side, actually on the other side, and arc across the top a few times, from ear to shoulder, and ear to shoulder. Slow that down a little because I get more hitches in the giddy up that way. I encourage you to listen to your own body, of course, and be gentle and kind, loving and listening. I'm going to bring that down back to the forward full bend, and then just come right back up to center. Shake that out. That was a lot of neck stretching, wasn't it? Let's just stretch out the arms a little bit for good measure. Thank you for joining me for that. Bring the arms up overhead for some additional side stretching. Again, I encourage you to do what feels good in your body. Try new things. If you don't already have something that's working for you, or even if you do, it's generally a nice idea to try new things. Never know what you'll discover. Again, I thank you for joining me. I thank you for taking care of yourself, caring enough about your body to take a little time to check in with yourself, because you are worth it. Don't forget to check out the description for ways you can support me and this channel. It's a link to my Etsy store, links to my books, courses, music, affiliates. Thank you. Ciao for now.